Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Hello and welcome back to part 3 of Hit and Get. This is a ballsy, I don't call it a strategy, I call it a crazy way of playing. It's a Craz-a-gy. That's a word I made up. It's part 3 and part 1. Both part 1 and part 2 are in the descriptions below if you want to watch them. Part 1's about 40 minutes. Part 2 lasted about 15 minutes, and we're going to see how far this goes. I do have a correction to make from part 2 if you watched, because I actually miscounted my chips at the end, and we didn't wind up down as much as we had. So I have a couple still shots here set up to be able to stream to you here in this recording. So let me go ahead and show you that. In picture 1, this is the final picture of part 2. And if you look out there, there is $826 in chips. I said it was $726. If you look to the right of the green chips on the line between the 8 and the 9, that's a black chip. I counted that as a green chip because I had it on top. So we actually wound up being a little farther ahead than what we were down, if that makes sense. And there's a little closer picture of it. You can see that that is actually $826, not $726. So we wound up $174 at a loss. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started with our part 3 play. We start out with $1,000 in chips. We have $440 already up on the place bets, which just save us a little bit of time. There's $440 up there. We have $500 in green. We have 60 more down here for $1,000. So if you remember how this plays, it's a hit or get. You start out with a $1,000 buy-in, establish a point, put $440 up there, get a box hit. That's the get. We pull the full 40 down, and we play either 110 or 96 across and a variation of things after that in order to have a winning session. I am typically a dark side player. When I first started playing craps quite some time ago, I did all kinds of crazy things, and this was one of them. I was going to bring it back because it was successful. I played it in a casino about 10 times. I think it was 10 times. I'm pretty sure it was. Had 7 winning sessions at it, never got hit on the 440, and the last 3 sessions I got smashed a couple of times, and I decided I wasn't going to play it because it was an emotional roller coaster ride, and I was new at the game. So let's go ahead and get started. If you watch the first 2 videos, you'll understand what's happening. We're going to establish a point. Hopefully we'll hit one of the box numbers there. For 140, so we have 100 on the 5 and the 9, 120 on the 6 and the 8. It's going to pay us 140, and then we're going to come down to 110 or 96 across. So I'll continue to talk as we go through this. I apologize for that mix-up. Dice are out, coming out, and we have a 9, so the point's going to be 9. Let me just do one thing here, guys, with this video. Make sure that we're still going, because I had to show you those still shots. This was all done, all that still shots in the beginning was done live by me using software on my computer and my recording mixer. So, and now it does not want to cooperate with me. So just give me a second. It'll get set up. This is all the part of going live. So I'm going to reset that. Go ahead and pull this in while my roll tracker is resetting. So that's a 9. We're going to go ahead and pay ourselves the 140. I would say that I'm live, but I'm recording this with no editing. How I showed you those pictures in the beginning was after I realized what I had done wrong. I screenshotted them to be able to show you that I counted wrong. So let's see. We're going to put the 9 in there. And the 9 still is having a problem going into our roll tracker software. All right, so it'll catch up with us. Got a point of 9. We got paid the 140. Getting ahead of myself. I'm going to pull these down like I did in videos 1 and 2 just to get them out of the way, because we're going to use them 2 more times. Now we're going to come up with 110 inside. In video 2, I went 110, 96, 110. It's whatever you want to do. All right, dice are out. There's a 4. We don't have anything on the 4. As you know, I do keep track of the rolls between them because, you know, I don't want to give up this 140 win if we don't hit some of the box numbers. So on the 440 at the top, I only go 2 rolls after the point and turn it off. I don't jeopardize it any more than that. Dice are out. A back-to-back hard fours. So you know we're gonna keep track of our rolls afterwards. So there's 2 rolls since the 140 win on the 110, and we haven't hit anything. Now, had we been 96 across, we would have won $27 twice. Dice are out. And there is a hard 10. So that makes 3 rolls that had we played 96, we would have been $75, $81 ahead. 80, or, you know, 80, 81. All right, dice are out. There's a yo 11. And sometimes when I do play the 96, I do catch the horns. But right now, we're not losing anything, guys. So, you know, with that said, we're still ahead of the game. We're just not hitting any of those box numbers, and that can happen. Dice are out. There's a hard 6 win. So on the 6, we have 30. It's going to pay us 35. As you know in the previous videos, I keep my wins over here. That's the 440. I would like to get 2 wins at the 110, and I would like to get, then I'm going to regress down to 66 inside, playing this way. And I like to get 2 wins there before I start pressing. Dice are out. There's a 9, a 6-3, 9, need a 9. Got 25 on the 9. That is going to pay us 35. There is our 2 hits. Tell the dealer to take us down to 66 inside. 50, 60, 5, 70. And tell the dealer to take us down to 66 inside. Two hits here. We'll either spread out or press. I have no rhyme or reason with what I do. It's just whatever I feel like doing at the time. I got some change coming, $4 change. All right. All right. So that 9 was the point made. Sorry, guys. Remember, I'm doing everything from narrating to playing to producing and watching what's going on with the video. Dice are out. There's a yo 11. Doesn't hurt us, doesn't help us. Once again, we don't have anything in the field, because I sometimes do play the iron cross. Dice are out. Or put money on the field. Yeah, there's a 0.7 out. So we didn't get very far this time. It's probably about average of what I see when I played it, but it is going to be in the plus column on shooter number 1. So we're going to lose the 66. I'm just going to put these back up here for the moment, because this will be our next bet after we establish the next point. And if you take a look at what we did here, there's our wins. All right, so 50, 65, that's a win on this shooter. So we'll rack this. The next shooter will be coming out, new shooter. We're already ahead. We just have to avoid the butt pucker while we try to get the point established and come out after the point, or have a box hit after the point. All right, so we are coming out. Not sure why that is showing us. Oh, you know what, guys? Jeff is a dummy, because we hit the 9. That should have been a point of 9. Let me take a look at what's going on here with the roll tracker software, guys. 9 should have been a hit, point of a 9. 11 was a come out. 7 was a come out. That's right, we still should have the 66 inside. This is the magical portion of recording live and not editing your dumb mistakes. That was a come out 7. So, you know, I am a novice YouTuber, so give me a break here. I am trying to show you that everything is done live, and if you don't pay attention. So, we are still coming out. That 7 was not a loser. Whew. All right. Now we have a point of 8. We're still on the first shooter. If you're confused, so am I, but you can see that We're trying to do this live. Thumbs down this video if you want to, but understand that I am new at everything I'm doing. Forgot to put the picture-in-picture up there so you can see me rolling the dice. All right, so the 8's established. We were off on the 66. Dice are out. And there's a 6. So we have an easy 6. And we already had our money up there, guys. I'm just going to keep going with what we had because I'm not going to pull that back out. That's 6. That's going to pay us 21. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would have been our fifth hit. One more at this level, and we will press. All right, dice are out. So 3 doesn't help us, acey-deucey. So remember that we said that with what we had out there, the 140, the 70, and I believe it was 21 on the first, before I screwed up. Dice are out. There's aces. Boy, we're hitting these horn numbers. Doesn't help us. There's a 0.7 out. Now we're at a 0.7 out. So everything really wound up being just about the same. We won, $21 more, which would have put us close to the $200 win on shooter number 1. So we're going to lose the 66. We had one box hit, didn't get a chance to press or spread out. I'm going to just set these back up here from, it's our money. And now we are going to go on to shooter number 2. All right. Random shooter number 2. Kind of shooter just kind of sits here and maybe does this in her hands, picks them up and just chunks them down there. There's a 6. The point is going to be 6. Now here is the pucker factor. We have to make it within 2 rolls to have a hit on the 5, 6, 8, or 9. Dice are out. And we didn't do it. This is exactly what happened in the recording of part 2 that the video went up. I got struck with a 4-3-7 on roller 2, so I'm glad it's going the same way. All right, so there is a 0.7 out on the 440. We're going to lose the 440. And now, if you consider what happened with the first win, yeah, we're 440 out. We won 200. We're 200 out, but we're still going to play one more time at this level because you can't always expect to win, but when you do, guys, it's really nice. And 440. 440. All right, we're going on to shooter 3. Let's see what happens here. Dice are out. And we have a come out 7. Doesn't hurt us, doesn't help us. Get that 7 out of the way. We're going to have a point of 4. It's a hard 4. A hard 4. Once again, be sure to pay attention to the description below to see parts 1 and 2. If you haven't watched this, I can tell you that outside of my mistake on my math in part 2, the videos are good, unedited on everything I do. All right, so we've got a point of 4. Our 440 is on again, and now we need to get this pucker up so that we can get past this PSO and hit one of the box numbers first. Dice are out, and there's an 8. Pucker released. So the 8 is going to pay us 140. So 140 win. All right, there's a 140. I'm going to take this down, guys, because we're only doing 3 shooters in each video. So this 140 will come back in our rack. And we have a little bit of recovering to do. So that 140 with the $200 win, if we counted it up, we would be, 100 and some down. So now we're going to tell the dealer that we want to go 96 inside. And since I am down a little bit, I'm going to need some ones. I would probably be a little more adventurous with my play, as in pressing and collecting. All right. Did I put the 8 in there? I did. All right. Dice are out. There's a 415, 415. We have 15 on it. It's going to pay us 21. 21. I am going to press the sister and the 6 and the 8 right off the bat. Seems to me I need, nope, I had it right. Not exactly sure where I got that 1 from. But in any event, 15, 20, 24, and the same on the right side sisters. All right, 5, 1. I think I had one too many ones in my hand then. Dice are out. I did. I owe myself a $5 chip. Dice are out. There's a 628. 628. We have 24. It's going to pay us 28. I'm going to pay us in red. And I'm going to show you that I'm going to make up my boo-boo from the last time. All right, there's the 24. I'm 28, sorry. That's the 5 from my mistake last time. 21. That was right. Somehow along the lines, guys, I got off. I'm going to take the 5 back. I'm going to take a 1 out because I owed 1 out of the rack from before. Don't pay attention to me with that. All right, so we're going to do the pressing again. We're going to press what we didn't press. We're going to press this way this time. This is a partial press and collect. We now have 30 on the 6 and 8. We have 20 on the 5 and 9. That'll be a win. I'll rack into our bank. Sorry guys, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm actually trying to do an awful lot here, and for some reason I think I have done something wrong with the math, but it'll show up when we go back to watch it. Dice are out. And there's the point hit, hard 4. Hard 4. Point hit. We have 15 on it's going to pay us 27. In this case, we're just going to collect this one, just because we can. All right, we'll be coming out. We're off on those bets. There's a 3-2-5. Point's going to be a 5. Point is a 5. Dice are out. There's a 10. A 10's going to pay us 27. I am going to pay myself in all red. And we're going to press everything. It's going to be a full press. Even going to borrow 1 to make sure everything gets pressed. So we're going to press everything. Going to borrow a 5 from our win. The 4 and the 10 will become buys. $2 for the buys. I'm only going to put the buy laminar on one side, but they're both bought. So now we have 25, 36, 25. All right. Did I push the 10? I'm not sure what just happened there. My roll tracker seems to be off just a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to continue. All right, dice are out. Random shooter number 3. There's another 10. And for some reason, guys, my roll tracker software is going to show that as a 9. It's actually a 10. I'll fix that later. We're not going to stop the video for that. So 10, we have 20 on it. It's going to pay us 40 for 1. We're going to collect this one. 40 for 1. I wonder if I can fix that, why that's going to give me an error. I'll fix that after the show. It's probably where I recorded last time about where we stopped in the rolls, and I didn't reset the software right. Dice are out. All right, it's a hard 8. Hard 8. Trying to make sure that the roll tracker software will catch up with us. Okay, so we have 36 on it. It's going to pay us 42. It's going to be a full press. I'm going to pay myself in reds so that we can press. 42. We're pressing everything. The buy and on the 4 and the 10 will go to 25. So we now have 30 on the 5 and 9, 42, that's a win, on the 6 and 8. All right. Dice are out. There's a 4, easy 4. Just watching my roll tracker software, guys. And I would like to give a big shout out to Troy from Point 7 Out. He's the developer of the software. George from CY for giving me access to this, to be able to meet up with Troy and use the software. And all the guys at Craps Nation are just wonderful, wonderful people. If you haven't yet, why go ahead and make this change. If you would click that subscribe and ring that bell, it would help a lot. I am a novice craps player and a novice YouTuber, doing the best that I can do to show new players different variations of the game, including this crazy one, and to show that I am a dark side player, which we're not doing in this series of videos. So we have a 4, we have 25. That's going to pay 50 for 1. We're going to collect 50 for 1. We're pretty happy with where we are. We probably should have recovered at this point from the big smash on the 440. All right, dice are out. There is a AC Doocy. Sometimes when I play this way, I do put $4 on the horn, but after 10 hits of not hitting the horn, that's 40 bucks. Sometimes I put $5 on one of the horn highs. Typically I put it on the horn high yo. That'll pay me 30 on the aces, the midnight, and the yo if I do that, but I haven't done that yet. Dice is out. There is a 549. 549. Okay, so we have 35 on the 9. It's going to pay us 49. Sorry, I was watching the roll tracker software. All right, so we're going to do 50 for 1, and it's going to be a full press. One more red. 50 for 1. And we're going to, I'm not going to press the 4 and the 10, I'm going to press the inside. I do need to get some change for 5. I would probably never press the 4 and the 10 again. I would be happy with a $50 win. So now we are at 35. Thought we had 35 on it. We don't have 35, we do now, so I overpaid myself. Boy, guys, this video is atrocious because I have overpaid myself by $7. So we'll take the $7 back out. All right. And the roll continues. now at some point you're going to want to regress. So after this time we would regress back down to the table minimum, which is 15. Dice are out. There's another hard 8. Hard 8. All right, on the 8 we do have, I'm pretty sure it's 42, just to make sure, because where I was off on the other one. There's 30, 40, 48. Wow, we had 48 on the 6 and the 8. Somehow I must have done something wrong. And 48 is going to pay us 56. So this is going to be a full collect, 56. And if I was watching this video, I'd probably click the dislike button too because of my mistakes, but I am doing everything here live with no editing. Dice are out. There's a 538. All right, I think it's time to regress down. 538 is going to pay us 56. And let's come down to a 20 on the 4 and the 10. We'll leave it at 15. Everywhere else. And we'll start the whole process over again. This is our win chips. All right. We've already got paid. All right, so I didn't put the easy 8 in there. Easy. All right, dice are out. There's a 10, an easy 10, 6, 4, 10. It'll be 40 for 1. $40 for 1. Remember, I don't have a buy limiter, but it is a buy on the 4 and the 10. All right, dice are out. Here's a 9, 5, 4, 9. Need a 9. We have 15 ounce, going to pay us 21. We're going to go right back into the press mode. In this case, since we're ahead, we're going to press everything. Borrow 1 from here. So now we're back at 20 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. 24 on the 6 and the 8. All right, dice are out. So 516, 516 is going to pay us 28. Again, let's do a half press. Let's do a half press on the sister and the 5 and the 9. 5 and the 9 gets 1, and carry the 8 to 30. This will be a win. So we have 25 on the 5 and the 9. All right, last roll, 516, easy 6. Dice are out. And there it is, 0.7 out. 0.7 out, just about on time, approaching the 30-minute mark. So we're going to lose our place bets. I don't think it's a big deal. We got smashed on the 440 once. We certainly were able to recover, but I'm telling you guys, it doesn't always work that way. This is a crazy way of playing. Big balls, big pockets, deep pockets, whatever you want to call it. You can see that we've won here. I'm just going to stack the chips up for the sake of the video time. We'll take our 1,000. There's 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 975. There's our 1,000, and this is what we are going to be ahead. It's going to be really close to a little bit over our 20% goal. I've got this mixed up with white and red. Let me separate this. Oh, the only part that extends the video here is because I like to show my wins over here. So we are going to be at our 20% win, even with getting smashed one time on the 440. So there's our 1,000, 100, 205, 210, 215, 218. $218 win out of 3 shooters. Getting smashed one time on the 440. We still came out a win. Hey guys, I'm going to do a part 4 just to see what happens. So you can see that you can get smashed and recover. And it's not always a win. 7 out of 10 wins in the casino. I'm below 50% wins in my home studio. But it's a crazy strategy if you have deep pockets and big balls. Anyway, till next time, guys, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Be safe and play smart.